Not so long ago, I managed to get a double legendary pull. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. It was pretty freaking dope. And one of those legendary units had to be Packmaster Xaereth. I finally built him up, seeing as though we were in a champion chase tournament sort of situation going on in Raid Shadow Legends, and I thought we'd do a little bit of testing and see how he is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Raid Shadow Legends video with me, your bald boy Scribe. How the devil are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget, brand new players that sign up using my QR code or the link in the description will be getting access to the legendary unit Xaereth Foulbeard, as well as 3 fantastic epic support units in Feign, Allure, and Tagore. Here's how you do it. First of all, make sure you sign out of your Plarium Play account. Use my QR code or click the link in the description and sign up with a brand new email account. Once you've played through the tutorial of Raid, you'll be able to go into your inbox and collect your first legendary unit, Xaereth Foulbeard. This guy will dominate the campaign as well as many of the early game dungeons. But it doesn't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go ahead and use the promo code SUPERVICTORY. This will get you access to Pelops the Victor, an absolutely phenomenal tanky unit in the game that pairs so well with Xaereth that you will blitz through the campaign and start your account off fantastically. Today we get to look at the wonderful dynamic duo that is Packmaster Xaereth alongside his faithful pup, Crocard the Throat Ripper. Now, I recently pulled these two. Looks like I need to put on some additional accessories over here. We got to get that bling going on for Packmaster Xaereth. I recently pulled both of these. One was in I think it was a double legendary pull. We got him on a Mercy for Ancient Shards quite recently. And Crocad was actually just random pulls from Sacreds about a week ago. Now, it turns out this guy is pretty phenomenal in terms of damage output, so I've tried to build him at least a little bit that way. Unfortunately, got no red stars just yet, which does make me a little bit sad, but we are dealing with it, ladies and gentlemen. We are dealing with it. So, currently, the equipment setup I've got for Packmaster Xaereth is nothing special, and to be honest, I'm using him for what he provides to Crocard more than what he brings to the table himself. I am going to find him some accessories real quick because we might as well have some gear. If there's anything here, I'm primarily looking at health right now. Accuracy, attack, resistance, health. We've got accuracy, crit damage, defense, accuracy, and resistance. Maybe something like this, but I don't want an attack primary. I'd rather have some sort of survivability, be that defense or be it health. Probably health more, because he does have things that scale with health. So attack, accuracy, and resistance, attack, crit damage, defense. I'm going to go with this one. We are going to take it up to level 12 because 12 is a nice standing point, I feel, for any piece of equipment that you are using. Yep. And we'll go ahead and equip this one. Let's take a look at the banners then. What have we got in terms of banners? I do want something with speed. This one is a legendary banner. It's a 5-star banner. It's got attack primary. It's not really what I'm looking for. It does have speed, defense, and hit points. Like, the secondary stats seem pretty good here in terms of spread. But, having something like this, I almost just want to equip this straight away. It's got HP primary over here. It does have speed, no rolls on it, but it's got 3 rolls of hit points. And this guy does want some hit points because his heals are based on his hit points and all that sort of business. I might just throw that one on. He doesn't really need accuracy as far as I'm aware. That one's got some nice defense, but we're going to go with the triple hit point setup over here. So that's given him significantly more survivability, which is great. Let's quickly... oh, by the way, I've got him with the golden elixir over here. Just going to keep him healed up as much as possible, basically. So go over his skills. None of his skills are booked right now, but most of Crocad's are. So kill command, attacks one enemy, 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff. Now, obviously, I could have some additional accuracy to try and throw on over here. What is his accuracy like? 88 currently. Definitely not great. So theoretically, if I really wanted to, I could throw on, I think I've got this accuracy one over here, bringing him up, but he's still really far behind in terms of being able to actually land things. I'd have to swap out this HP primary chest plate to get some more accuracy. I'm, not too sure on that. And obviously the curing set that he's got there, it's not very useful, truth be told. Anyway, back over here. So 60% decreased defense, and then he teams up. This is the part that I really like about his basic ability, is that whenever he uses it, he's going to call Crocad Throat Ripper to attack. which is great, right? Absolutely great. Pack Alpha, level 1, removes all the debuffs from his champion and heals them by 50% of their max hit points. That's kind of why I like to build him for lots of hit points. Then he gets a shield buff for 2 turns, and the shield is the value of any surplus healing that he's done. So the more health that I've got, that surplus is going to convert into additional shields, which is really, really nice. If we happen to have Crocard like we do in the team right now, it's not going to be able to be removed, which is great. Finally, he's going to place a taunt buff on himself and a 30% reflect damage buff on himself for 2 turns. And once again, if you've got Crocard or one of the other doggos, it can't be cleansed, which is great. Then we got Blood Howl. This one's a pretty nice ability. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 25%. Love a bit of turn meter manipulation. This is actually a useful ability. 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Can't be resisted if you've got Crocard, so you don't really need the potency there, or the accuracy rather. Block buffs, really, really good debuff effect. Then we've got We Hunt as 1. When attacked, places a Hex debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Ally attacks target under Hex debuff placed by this champion deal 20% more damage. So Crocard can do more damage if they hit this guy, so you do want him to get him taunting nice and early. When he's attacked, all allied Terror Beasts / Crocard will counterattack, which is great. So you do actually want to use this heal, even if you're fully healed, because if you've got Crocard, you're going to give yourself a locked taunt. If they hit you, Crocard's going to come in and counterattack. He does have a speed aura, which can be quite useful as well. In terms of masteries, not even finished him out just yet. I've built him like this. I do need to finish him off, and Crocard's, to be honest. But we'll get there soon enough. Okay, so let's look at Crocard then. I've got him over here. We've got a Savage set, which is going to ignore 25% of enemy's defense, which is nice, and a crit damage set, because it's kind of what I had at hand. I've tried to put him with as much attack damage as I possibly can, just under 5,000 attack right now, 226 speed, and I'm trying to guarantee that he crits, so 106% crit rate and lots of crit damage. At least for me, this is lots of crit damage. Yeah, let's check out the skills. His basic is great. It's an AoE basic. It'll deal deals single target damage to each target individually rather than AoE damage. Also ignores reflect damage debuffs, buff effects, and ally protection buff effects, and pain link debuffs. This attack will deal double damage when counterattacking if Packmaster Shayak is on the team. This is kind of why I like him, right? Don't forget, if Shayak gets hit, Crocard's going to counterattack, and it's going to deal double damage, which is huge. This Festering Jaw ability is freaking dope. I love this attack. AoE attack again, place an extra hit on enemies under 2 or more debuffs. So if they are debuffed, this is going to deal more damage. 75% chance of placing a leech debuff and a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Can't be resisted if Packmaster Shayak is on the team. It's great. I love this ability. This one over here, his A3 is like, it's basically like a high damage single target attack. Ignores 50% of the target's defense, as well as life barrier and poison cloud buffs, and effects that redirect attack, damage, or debuffs to another target. Repeat this attack once if Packmaster Shayak is on the team, which is great. Now, this is the only one that I haven't fully booked, the last ability for me to get. I do want to get it, reduce the cooldown. Don't get me wrong, love the basic, love the AoE, but this one here is if you really need to kill a high priority target, you use Dominant Predator. Then we got Primal Ambition over here. Increases this champion's attack by 5% when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra's head. Haven't had a chance to use him in Hydra yet, I really want to. Increase this champion's attack by 10% when killing an enemy or decapitating a Hydra's head if Packmaster Shayak is on the team. So doubles up that buff. Instantly activates Dominant Predator skill against the Hydra head when an ally is devoured by that head, which is yeah, this big attack. So if one of the Hydra heads goes and devours a unit, he's going to use that if Packmaster Shayak is on the team. Loads of additional damage. I really want to use this guy in the Hydra. Now, once again, Mastery's not quite finished there. Just need a couple hundred more of the red scrolls. I will finish that up, but I'm already having tons of fun with this team. So I think right now we've actually got a Fire Knight tournament going on. Need to get that in order to get these, I can't remember the name of this Fragment Fusion right now. What's the name of the Fragment Fusion? Let's go ahead and check that out real quick. Need to work on that. Fragment Summon. Where is he? I think he's quite low, isn't he? Khmer, there he is. Khmer. I'm currently 15 out of 100. I haven't done any of my shard pulls for the champion chase that's going on, but we did manage to do the the Dragon Tournament. That one's all done. Nearly there with the Classic Arena token. I think I'm very, very close, in fact. Where are we at? 311. Let's actually just go to... go over here, we'll use Packmaster Shayak, and we'll use Crocard, and I'm using Tagore, and we are using... we're using Lysandra for the lead because she gives a good amount of speed. That just gets us off the gate. And yeah, obviously that was a single target, so that's not going to be difficult. Let's actually try against something a little bit harder. I'll take the auto off, provided we go first. I like to use this A3 ability from Lysandra that strips TM from the enemy, gives it to ourselves. We'll do the AoE attack here, and a lot of people basically die. I'll use Tagore's first special to get some speed up. And see, now it's very tempting to just use the basic and get the call to assist, but I'm actually going to use the taunt over here, because if they then attack me, we will get a counter attack from Crocard, which is nice. Can't steal that buff. Let's just show this in action over here. Big hit. Completely one-shot in Grand Oak Porrick over there. Love to see it. And then we'll get a nice little basic over here, and we'll see Crocard is just like, rop. I love this boy. I love this boy so much. It's a great dynamic duo. I already think we've probably hit the things that we need to in terms of the arena chase. I'll just leave this on auto. Nice AoE. A little bit. See, even in a fight like this for standard arena, I'd probably just take out Tagore, throw in another damage dealer, maybe someone like maybe Tholin, for example, just to get more AoE. Because if I go first, I know that I'm going to be slapping them down pretty hard, you know? And if you can kill multiple units before they take a turn, all the better. There we go. Got more Khmer shards over there. That's another one done. Fire Knight Tournament. We might as well check him out, see how he performs in Fire Knight. I'll go on Fire Knight 20. This is my normal setup over here. I definitely want them, so I don't know. I might just take out Lysandra, actually. I know that's a bit of a controversial thing. If we just take her out, I want to see if we can keep all of the damage in whilst not losing Tagore for the heals. This may well be way too risky, but I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Right, so I just want to try and clear through to the boss as soon as possible. That's I probably should have used that first special there, truth be told, but never mind. I'm not obviously massively powerful at this point, but we do get quite a lot of good work done. Get that taunt up. I'll do the AoE just to get some damage in. Let's see if we can get them all to sleep. Oh, we did actually get one asleep, so that's something. Come on. And raise up our offense just a little bit. Let's give ourselves some Termia. Let's see if we can take out a unit. Oh, right, we're attacking somebody that we're weak against. Oh, right, yeah, we probably should have gone to a different affinity for this one. Nice little counterattack action going on. Love that. Thank you so much, Crocard. Yep. The AoE attack assist over here. I love the fact that Crocard is going to assist every time we get that basic off from Packmaster Shayak. It's really useful. Another one turn. Looks like we're probably going to break through just a little bit early, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll just hit a couple of times. We'll get Crocard back. Wonderful. Do the double hit over here. Call in our good boy Crocard. There we go. Let's see about getting some good damage in there. Not too shabby. Let's get the speed up, definitely. Now we need to rely on our allure. Hopefully our allure can keep this Fire Knight from taking too many turns. Love the assist. I really should have gone against a different affinity over here. This affinity, obviously having a weakness to the actual type is not ideal. Oh, I should have really done the turn meter boost there. But never mind. Never mind. Let's keep on stripping that turn meter. Wonderful. I think we could probably put this on auto, truth be told. I think we might actually be okay. As soon as we get around to this final wave, it does look like we're going to be fine from here on out. Let's get in the turn meter. Let's just see what happens when we put it on auto. Provided our allure just keeps on doing that basic, she's going to keep turn meter stripping the Fire Knight. And that should keep us in the run of things over here. And there we get the wonderful assists. I do like those assists. I don't think she actually did the turn meter strip there. Yeah, okay, so we didn't get the full turn meter strip. That's the only issue. Hopefully she continues to take turns. It looks like it's going to get a little bit hairy-mary scary over here. That was a better one. That's more like it. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be just fine here. Yep, straight away. As long as we can keep that speed up, keep the enemy nice and turn meter controlled, we're gonna be golden. All those assists coming out of Crocard. Love to see it. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. So not too bad against the Fire Knight, truth be told. Done okay there. The damage output is significant. Nice. Nice. Now I will obviously do a little bit more runs of Fire Knight because we do need to do it, but I do want to test it out in live arena as well, just to see what we can actually do in live arena, see how it's going to perform. The XC60 crew. All right then. Let's see. We'll just do Pelops, Gonzo 28. All right then. I mean, he's got the same account level as us. That's gotta mean something, right? We'll throw in Lysandra, and we'll also take in Ezio. And then I'll finish off with Crocard and Packmaster Shayak. Feel like we're going to be fine in this one. Feel like we're going to be fine. I'm going to take away his Speed Aura with the Monkey. He's taken away Pelops. That's fine. We'll go with Lysandra. I feel like we should be okay here. Something tells me we should be okay. Because, I don't know. I've just got some blind faith. Just got some blind faith. We go first. Let's strip the turn meter. Let's throw some poison on him. Let's get that nice big AoE going. Loads of damage. Love to see it. Let's get the taunt over here. And kind of want to stop Geomancer doing anything. That's okay. Don't mind that. Steal that buff. Do we... Oh. Looks like he'd had enough. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about do it for our little showcase here of Packmaster Shayak and Crocard. Very much looking forward to using them in the Hydra, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and big love.